Okay. Huh. Hey! What up, Kahora? What up, Senpai? They had the bathroom door put on backwards. The key, oh no, they didn't. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was about to put it on backwards. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they did have it on backwards. They had the lock on the outside and the keyhole on the inside. So they either that or they just put it back on because they wanted the color change. That's crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, I need to send you pics. Send me pics. All right. What up, Rodolfo? What up, my brethren? Oh, somebody put that screw in all wackadoodle. Get in there. Man, these people. These people. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, almost lost it. There we go. One. Two. Your leader just made some 3D printed jigs. Jigs are good. Do you recall how to use power tools? I'm pretty freaking good with them. I get some silicone paint for the bows since I can stitch a logo. Okay, Exio logo. And real hardwood floors. If I'm not a player, I don't give any more things unless it's a glitch. What do you mean, unless it's a glitch? You think I'm stupid, Senpai? Unless it's a glitch. Unless it's a glitch. It was a glitch. I promise it was a glitch. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, let's see, one more. What would you do if there was a glitch then, huh? Take it away? Oh boy. Let's see if this works. And of course it doesn't work. How far off am I? That's a 1/4 inch off of a pre-coin door. There we go. Damn, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Alright, we're gonna have to cut some wood. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. No, not long ago. Jag died and all this stuff has disappeared, I promise. Then why don't you just ask for help? Take off. Listen, Senfei, the problem is people are liars. People are liars. If you can't read the logs, why did I don't see why we need, and I mean, no one has asked me for anything. Every time you asked me for command blocks or whatever, I gave them to you. I don't see what the need is to have somebody can accidentally do. Why haven't I been notified of this glitch? What up? What's the bad news, Rahendra? Get some shims and make sure. Now, so the problem is this entire house, Kahora, you can see all of the doors. You see where this rub line is all the way at the bottom. They drilled the hole to 1/4 inch at least too high. So they tried to slide everything down, and you can see the old doors rub all the way at the bottom, and they only catch the edge. So they didn't drill the tongue hole deep enough or low enough. So yeah, it's all of them. It's all of them. My mom got cancer, lung cancer. Rahendra, do you have my Discord? What's up, Kelvin? Dylan? Rahendra, do you have my Discord? Hit me up on Discord, brother. Kelvin is going to get a half hour if he keeps spamming. Yeah, Kelvin, what's wrong with you, brother? No, can somebody post can somebody please post an invite to the Discord for Rahendra? Senfei, if you're still there, brother, I asked you to let me know what's going on and what gets needed, and you haven't sent me anything at all. You haven't told me that there was any problems or anything like that. My glasses are definitely bent, though. Yeah, all of them. So, like, I know it's I know it's hard to see, but do you see how low that tongue is? The tongue should be in the center. So the doors, you see the gap. The gap is equal all the way up and down. So all the hinges are good. It's all the doors. They drilled the hole. They drilled the hole 1/4 inch too high. This whole plate should be down 1/4 inch. And like I said, I just replaced this. So therein lies the problem, and it's all of them. It's all of these. See how low the tongue is? It's hard to see, but you see how low the tongue is? It should be like 1/4 inch higher to be centered on the not lick plate. What's it called? Smash plate, thrash plate, something plate. Yes, it's the same thing. They drilled the hole way too high, and they tried to put the plate down to like, you can see where there's a gap at the top. They tried to shift the plate down as best they could, but this is the way it's been. So. My brother has testicular cancer, and I am tense and devastated, bro. Brother, listen, Rahendra, hit me up on Discord. I'll do whatever I can. You're in a good country to deal with that. Please do so. Can somebody post the link to the Discord, please? Paste it in the chat. Surgery on the 18th. I had a drummer. His name was Scott Smith. Played a lot of shows with him. He got a testicle removed when he was 16, and we used to call him he was a freaking phenomenal drummer, like unbelievably talented super drummer. We used to call him the unitesticular wonder of the world. Behind his drum kit, he had this big 18 by 22 inch picture from his surgery where his intestines were on his chest, like where they had to go down. Oh, it's crazy. All right, hold on. Don't go anywhere, Rahendra. I'll have to get it myself. Hold on 1 second. All right, hold on. Lord, take me downtown looking for some tush. Just saying what up, or taking chemo. All right, hold on, brother, hold on. Why can I not? Why can I not post in the chat? What up, Kelvin? Hold on one more. I don't know why I can't post. I definitely can't post in the chat. Maybe I can do this. Bang, bang, bang. Stickers, life feed, that's fine. I got a lot of stuff to do. What up, big boy? Do you recall OLAP? Don't. OLAP. I can't understand. Share, post. Dang it, why can't I? I really don't know how to use my dang wackadoodle here. I can't even do a chat moderation, computer moderation. Interesting. I don't know why I can't do it. So, Rahendra, you have to go, if you go to my channel, go to the 110th grade, the I Fail First channel, and in the bio, you'll see a link to my Discord. Join the Discord and send me a DM on Discord, and I'll do my best to help you out. Don't be scared. I understand it's really, really, really terrifying. I do recall the Goblin Gobbler. All right, so that one's done there. Let's shut the lid off and down. Okay, what a pain in the neck, I tell you what. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. What's OLAP? Brand or sure, brother. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff you should be doing, or your mom should be doing. I know, and it's not happy YouTube stuff. I know one job did not. I know one job you did not do was being a bank safety tester. You want to bet? Sas? I've done what's called pen testing for banks before. No, why are you not a mod? You know what? I never realized you weren't a mod, Kahora, because you're a member. Go ahead, try post it again, Kahora. All right, because you're green. I always thought you were. I never realized you weren't a moderator. Where is sheep? Lamb? No, she got in trouble. There you go. Thank you. Why can I not pin this dang thing? Something's broken. Why can I not? There we go. There you go. Rahendra, if you see that there, brother, go ahead and hit it. Something very weird's happening. Usually I can post in my own chat. Usually I have the ability to do uh, what are they called? No, I was never a gun tester, Sassy. That's true. I was never a gun tester. I've done a lot of stuff. I had 25 jobs by my 25th birthday. Yeah, I can't do polls. I can't see any of that stuff. I don't know what's going on. I can post merchandise, but I don't have any. No, I'm not, I'm on the floor. Yeah. How many? So I don't know about. I think like 1,800 maybe. I know I got 8 more earlier today in today earlier stream, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm at. I got to start paying attention. Me? So I'm a fan of cool girls. I've dated really cool girls that are big, and I've dated really cool girls that are skinny. I've dated complete butt heads that were skinny and big. So yeah, I'm looking for look, dude. Look, why are there no permanent medicine or vaccine for cancer? So Rahendra, this is why. They don't want you dying with money in your bank. If when you get cancer, you have to spend every penny to try to stay alive. And if you live through it, you're broke. You've spent all your money. And if you die, you're broke. You spent all your money. They don't want people's kids getting passed down money. They want your money spent on that. They do not. What do you know of that's been cured? They tried to make a COVID vaccine, and it just made more bad COVID issues, more that had people that were injured from the vaccine, and it created modified different COVIDs, Delta and whatever the hell the other one was. It starts with a Q. Yeah, they don't cure anything. There's no money in cures. What about gold diggers? I tell you what. So I've been blessed in life, like playing music and whatnot. I mean, I was lucky that the girls that dated me, I mean, they wouldn't date me for money anyway. I mean, I always spent all my money. So yeah, I've never had, I've dealt with gold diggers, like girlfriends that were gold diggers, but I've never dated a gold digger. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Listen, what do you want to do in life? If something that you want to do in life takes money, why would you date somebody that you're not going to marry and spend a bunch of your money on them? Well, we got to have sex. Cool, great. Was it worth it? Was it worth like buying 10s, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 cars and $10,000 vacations? What? It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. I think a lot of people have a problem not seeing their future, and they just went now. I'm lonely right now. Okay, but you might not be in a year, So yeah, it's crazy. Because the thing is, if you date a gold digger and she spends a lot of your money, or he spends a lot of your money, and then you guys break up when the money runs out, who's going to date you next? You're going to be hanging out with people that are like-minded. Like you're gonna, no, I don't hang around people like that. What up, dumb? You look like you were on the island. I never made it to the island. I never even got an invite, dumb brother, dumb ass. 3 days. What up, Gulp Tube? What up, Adam? Vitamin diggers. That's right. That's what I'm all about. Lightning hit the nearest towers. No internet. 3 days. Yeah, I'd have big plans. I'm making a lot of moves currently, or for YouTube. Big old bolt of lightning. Yeah, nature's definitely scary. It was lightning before the thunder. I got it 3 days, but it's slow. Yeah, you'd think there'd be more on top of things. They aren't. It takes 3 days to replace a fuse. Dude, listen. Especially in countries where they don't care about infrastructure. Like in America, everybody pays for internet, and they pay in a lot. $100 a month, more than that for like cell phones and stuff. So the laws in America say if a company is offering internet, they have to offer it equally to everybody. If it goes down, you don't pay for those days that it's down. And we're talking about that's a lot of money they would lose. So they make sure they get stuff done. I think something melted. They're lazy. Right, essay problems. Aw, sussy Mrs. Clementine. Forgot what I was doing. Walking around in circles. Right. So imagine having a country that runs your infrastructure, and you have a bunch of people that just want to get rich that run your country. And so they're stealing or spending a bunch of the money that comes in. So they're like, whoa, the internet hasn't been down for a year. What do we need 100 people on the staff for? They just pocket that money. What up, lady boy? I pay $65 for 1 gig up and down. That's good. That's about what I pay. I want to say it's 80. But it's completely unlimited. I'm guessing yours is too. So because my up is more important than my down, I do more streaming than I do watching. In Sweden, internet's free, normal things, but candy is way too expensive, right? Right, yeah, because nothing's free in a socialist country like that. Nothing's free. Your taxes pay for it. So when you buy candy's really expensive because part of the money for the candy goes to your free internet. You understand what I mean? So, because it costs money to run all these wires, put all these antennas up, all these networking switches and whatnot. So they sell you, instead of bubblegum being 5 cents, it's $1 because they're taking that money for your free internet. Yeah, nothing's free. What do you mean, dude? We love the candies. Candy. VAT takes your money. Right, value-added taxes. I pay $8 for, and that's really good, Rahendra. But you guys are freaking doing it right, Rahendra. You guys have 1 billion people that are all putting, so if 1 billion people are putting $8 each into the internet, that's $8 billion to deal with it. And a lot of people are putting more than that in too. Yeah, so think about, it doesn't cost that much more money to make internet for 1,000 people and 10,000 people, say. You have to have switches that can handle the loads. You have to have, and usually they're pretty much the same, or to go up, there's not that much more money. I mean, I'm 11, I care about candy. Right, I understand. Air is free. That's why I have such a big nose. If you're living in Sweden, go eat some meatballs. Go eat some meatballs. All right, let me see. What else do I got to do around here? I got to do some electrical work. You guys want to see me get shocked? Yeah, listen, I used to be that way too, Kahora. I used to love drinking soda. I drank it all the time. I tell you what, life got better when I stopped drinking soda. I didn't realize how much, and I drink a lot of sugar anyway. I put a lot of sugar in my coffee and everything, but there's just something about sodas. I don't know. And a lot of people talk about they like drinking what's that water, the basic water, the alkaline water, but then they drink sodas which are acidic. So it's I don't know. I pay a lot of attention to what I put in my body these days. But we are a developing country, not as rich as the United States. Right. No, I understand. Yeah, I understand. But you also get a lot of money. Think about all the people that work for the United States or for American companies that live in India. So they're making $80,000 a year US, and they're living in their houses in India, right? So we have a lot of places, a lot of companies in India that do that. So they're getting paid an American wage to live in India. So the companies in India know this. So they say, hey, we'll make this $40 a month for the people that can afford it. And they make it, but they have to make it better. They can't, for the people that work for an American wage, that pay 5 times more for internet than you, it's got to have a value to it. So it's got to be faster, more uptime. I have like one soda every other week. Oh yeah, I used to drink a 12 pack a day soda. You ate meatballs today? Monster tastes like crap. Yeah, I don't like a Monster. I don't like any of those drinks. I mean, look, I used to drink that stuff with vodka. Like I would have like vodka Red Bulls, Red Bull vodkas, whatever they're called. I only drink Starry. Oh. Starry night. Starry night. What time is it? Okay, let's head back home. That's enough work for the day. All right, let's see. Okay, gotta get those doors. Okay, tomorrow is gonna be the doors and the electrical. I'm gonna bring the. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring the wackadoodle over. The freaking damn. What are they called? Tripod. I'll bring a tripod over, so I'll probably bring a laptop over too, so that I can actually so your chats can be read to me, so that I don't have to every 3 seconds got to put my tools down, go over to the phone. Fun fact: meatball recipe was brought to Sweden by King Charles the XII. XII is 7th. 12. XII 12. What am I thinking? V is 5. Right. You Googled that. You probably Googled that. Some Swedish people made it better. Yeah. They had to make it their own. So yes, VAT is national tax collector. Yes, value added tax. But the problem is who decides what value is? Like some people that don't like white chocolate, so there's no value in white chocolate. But a bunch of people say there might be value in white chocolate. So why am I going to pay more if I'm not getting value out of it? Of course I Googled it. Duh. All right, let's see. All right. This place is freaking. Look at this place. Look at this place. Freaking huge. There was an OnlyFans girl that low-key stole Sierra Mist. Oh yeah, and Pepsi was like, after that noise, CS had changed the name unless she was looking for a payday, but Pepsi said keep it. Right, yep. She was I want to say, I remember the story. I want to say she was a flight attendant or something like that. Yeah, and they changed the name. They changed the name of the soda, right? Yeah. What up, Robert? Yeah, I got it going on here. It's gonna be sold. I just did all the chandeliers, all of the ceiling fans. This looks good. I'm also working on the plumbing, the tub, working on the switch in there, the turlet. I just finished this up today. This is the like they got the hidden tie rack, so you can hang your ties on there and then hide them back in on both sides. And the light is daylight, so it looks like sunlight, so that when you're looking at your clothes, because a lot of people, they get dressed under not daylight colored light, so they're like, oh, it looks good, look in the mirror, then they go outside and everything's different because it's different colors. Such a big house you stay. This ain't my house. This is my neighbor's house. They're selling it. So I think I might have told everybody. I'm sure I did. Sure, everything has to be so out. Are you stalking me, bro? Because most Swedish people are white. Yes, Liam. Bum, 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 bum. Adam's black. Me too, brother. So this is the master bedroom. Master bath, and we gotta finish this stuff up. Somebody asked me something. Let me see, what was it? Oh, no, okay. So my neighbor is selling her house, and when I decided to do YouTube full time, I went to all my neighbors and I said, anything you need done that you're going to pay somebody else for, let me give you a quote. Anything. And so now I get to do stuff like this, and a company would charge $30,000 for the work I'm doing, and I'll do it for $5,000, and I just got to walk across the street. So, it ain't no big deal to me, and I can stream while I do it. So it's like, it's not like, so I don't mind. You're undercharged, right? But if I charge close to it, and I can come over at 8 o'clock at night and 1 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody here. So they just have a deadline when they want stuff done by. And that way I was able to put enough time into YouTube to get monetized and everything. So it ended up working out really good. Yeah, beautiful. What up, Davey Pimpin'? Sure, it's really documented. What do you mean? It's all the information you gave out, or he watched your short video, right? At least 93%. Hold on, what? Oh, 93%. Are you a detective or something? We call him Detective Goktug. Look at this big old hunk of freaking lumber right there. Look at this. This is the fireplace. And then you have this big ass hunk of tree. Ow! It's freaking huge. And here's the stairwell going up. $500. So burnout is going on. So 500,000 because and I didn't look into this, but apparently her and her husband did. If they were going to sell it for 580, but when you go over $500,000, the capital gains tax shifts. They would end up with less money in their bank account by selling it for 580 than selling it for 500. And more people have the ability to get it at 500. So there can be more negotiation. So they're selling it for $499, $999, $999. Shelf seems a bit excessive. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do home renovations. Anything. I went to all of my neighbors and I said, hey, I'm quitting the movie industry. I'm doing YouTube full time. And this is when I wasn't getting paid for YouTube. So I was like, how, anything you need done. You need gas lines ran, electrical, we need paint, dog poop picked up, lawn mowed, anything. Anything. Don't forget the BMW that barely was. Dude, he's got a Porsche, a Ferrari. I don't think there's still anything left in here. But in the new house, there used to be pictures up here of his cars. This is where the white 911 used to sit. But he had, and they've got 2 Mercedes, not G-Wagons, but like SUV types. I don't know which ones they're called, but yeah, he's got like, again, all of his like hobbies are around those cars. And yeah, but he sells. I think he sells. He's a salesman for not Mitsubishi, for what's it called? Not Yamaha, Subaru, Mercedes. Geez, I already said that. So he's a salesman for Mercedes, like trucks. Like he sells like Mercedes buses and stuff like that to countries. And so he gets a deal on that, and he's got like 2, but he makes a lot of money. A white 911, yeah. So in their new place, I helped them set that up too, a little bit, not a lot, not as much as I did here. He's got inlays in the floor. So where his Ferrari goes has an inlay in the floor of the Ferrari logo, and where his 911 goes has an inlay in the floor of where the 911 goes. Imagine a W202 Merc with a welded rear differential. Now that's a car. Richard, you need to try the recipe. Miniman? I'll give it a try. We'll look it up. Do you mean the guy in chat? No, I'm talking about the guy who owns this house. The guy and his wife that owns this house. So my neighbors that lived in this house, they moved about 4 miles away. They had their own home built. Listen, homes don't cost as much to build as they do to buy. So if you can build a home for $60,000, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home for 60 grand, but depending on where you build it, if other houses that of that same size and inventory sell for $300,000, you can sell for $300,000. So it doesn't cost more to build. The previous owner, they haven't sold this place yet. I'm getting it ready for sale. Only speak Swedish, so sure as can't dox me. What are you talking about? I can read what you're saying. I have the power. But it's these custom houses. So these aren't pre-hung doors, and that's what I'm having a problem with. Like the people that made the doors, they used a paddle bit and they put them too high up. So like you can see the tongue hits the plate like nowhere near the middle. It's like a 1/4 inch down. So like when I replace it with new stuff, it doesn't latch because this is like a 1/4 inch too high. So I gotta do a bunch of that stuff. And they had cats and stuff like that, and the cats shredded the what's that stuff called? This stuff here. This weather stripping, this was all shredded, so this is brand new weather stripping. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't understand strumming language, sorry. We have a Google or family. When you grow up and get a lot of money, please buy me a Koenigsegg. I don't know you spoke Japanese. But it's amazing what you can do. Like the only tools I brought over here was one bag of tools, and I hit the wrong button again. There's nothing else I needed but one bag of tools. It's like $300 worth of tools, and you can do 90% of the work on these homes. Especially if you like the electrical work and stuff like that. If you're not running new wiring, you're just changing out stuff. It's easy. It's easy work. And I can do it really fast because having worked in the movie industry for so long, doing props, like lights and stuff, these can be considered props in some movies. So if we have a building that's just a box, for one movie they may want brass hardware. For some they might want brushed nickel, chrome, whatever. So we change it out as fast as we can. And so I got this stuff by them. It's when somebody does a shitty job doing the initial installation that's a pain in the ass. Do you torque or backstab? No, I torque. Yeah, no, I don't backstab. No. That stuff's horrible. So most new outlets, the plastic is crap. And when you backstab them, the spring that does the backstabbing will push against the plastic. And then eventually it'll dry out and it'll break. And then the whole back of the whole back of, and I actually probably have an example of that. I don't want to dig through the trash can. It's not food trash, but yeah. A lot of times you'll go up to a light switch, and a light switch it won't switch. It just like moves it. It's because the spring action has broken out of the back. So yeah, no, I definitely do not backstab. Definitely not. Cantonese is impressive. I need more vitamins. Get your vitamins. I ain't got no money for you right now, but you got to get yourself some vitamins. It's a pain because Canto has 9 mother tongues. Jeez. Any reason you want to learn Cantonese is just a challenge. A big rock prop in the movies is like $3 million to make when they can make. Right, yeah. Listen, they do that for tax purposes. So if they can say it costs $3 million and they can write $3 million off for this prop, they don't have to, and they get to keep more of their money. It's part of my job. My job. Okay, let's see. But yeah, and the thing is, if you've already got a big boulder, you don't throw it away at the end, you store it. So if another movie needs a boulder of a different color, you just paint it. Show it to the camera from a different angle. You got to go to the China. That's correct. Right. If you want to do mass manufacturing, you should learn as much Chinese as you can. India also. So India's the biggest competitor right now to the Chinese. And like you can see here, they didn't put this trim set back because it hit here. So the tongue hit the wood and wore it away. So there's freaking dents in the bottom where it hit the Jamalama. No, I'm saying I'm asking for help. No, I'm not asking for help. I was thinking how slowly I'm starting to feel a bit better, and I'm going to explore this. Dude, I promised you it would work. And what'll piss you off is, like, I went to the doctor for years. I was put on all kinds of different shit, but never once was I told that what my vitamin levels were. They told me that my cholesterol's dangerously high or dangerously close to the high level, and so put you on a cholesterol. No, all that crap. Well, what could I affect with my diet that could help that? Well, you don't want to have to do that. Diets are so hard to stick to. D3. I make a ton of custom R&D stuff, random stuff. So I need a quick prototype. Yeah. And that, it's unbelievable. Like I wonder to myself how much more productive I would have been in life had I felt this good in my late teens, 20s, 30s. So anyway. It's very interesting how we're told to listen to these people, and it's just like, well, it's not hard for them to lie, especially if this is the big problem with education. If your teacher's a liar and they teach hundreds of students, those hundreds of students become liars without knowing it. They think that is the truth. That's what they were taught. Diabolical. I like the renovation episodes. Yes, every day, diabolical, every day. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be